The biggest challenge is to put everything together. This is such a huge project for the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. It's a big thing for them to be able to give grants to 12 directors who are able to make their masterpieces as part of the Values Program and also as contribution for the 100 years of celebration of Philippine cinema.
Of course, it was part of the depression of the pandemic and him passing away during that time. Pero I think the main reason nga naghimo ko is because usually when I feel emotions nga doon mo naka-strong, I tend to write it out. And during that time, that was the strongest emotion. And the day after he died, I decided to write. And after sina, I consulted with Jack. And in a month or so, tapos ng story.
First and foremost, si Kurt nagambas ako na buligi ko mangita actor. And it's a challenge kay with the pandemic going on, kabudlay mag-gather tao na would best suit the part. Mangita ka direct peke nga tsura, mangita ka Jess, mangita ka characters and the film, i-recreate mong film, dapat ang tsura is parehos.
Location, kag unexpected na tempo, weather.
Recreating sang mga looks of like oro, which is the mga vintage nga do sa dyan. Saya kay do makampang kagid siya sa mga hair, sa makeup, and sa aswang nga mga na natura. And ang pinakasadya, ang doing makeup for direct package nga from 1980 siyang look up to the present. So, mo nang pinaka-sadya-sadya ganyan part.
Okay. Well, sa technical side, I think it's the, especially nga COVID, subong, ito mo na, with the scheduling, budlay siya because may limit, there's a curfew. So, we have, kinanlan, gid nga baki-baki ba lang days how.
My biggest challenge, I think, is maintaining the look because there are a lot of film recreations that from Direct Peke's films. I talked to the director and we agreed that we'd have our own look, we'd make our own look for this one. We'd have visual cues like the one we did in the Tiyanak scene, like the lightning.
So I could manage being the only person sa wardrobe. Whereas dire, damo-damo gidyakas and dako ang requirements. May period, may mga reenactment, and amo na siya. So number one, amo ng challenge, ang scale sang project.
Not only that, I'm proud gali. So pagpapos ko, kulbaan man ko. Ikulbaan ko because, as I've said, I will be representing everyone, no? That in-inspire ni Peke, natasya sa iyang movies and sa iyang friendship and everything. When Kurt told me, Sir Mans, just be yourself, no? In the film, and I want you to be yourself there. So that's why nga siling ko, yeah, kung ano ang para sa ako si Peke, and then I will just be Jess.
Zoom meetings, numerous consultations. It's been very challenging for the team to guide these directors, especially on the logistics aspects. No? I mean, in terms of creativity, all the creativity is there. But in terms of managing the fund and managing the grant, that has been the more challenging part for us, just to guide them.
As a production manager, just make sure everyone's fed, everyone's not thirsty, everybody gets paid. The challenge really is how to keep everyone, how to not make everyone think about him while shooting this one. You know, just stop thinking about Galiaga for 1 minute and let's get on. Stop crying and let's get on with the project.
Peke is a mentor and a teacher and a very close friend.
Peke Galiaga was a mentor to me. Not only a mentor, but a very special friend also.
He's a mentor, he's a father, he's a grandfather, he's a teacher.
Been with Direct Peke, and I realized na more than a director, he's been a friend, mentor, teacher?
Si Direk Peke, para sa akon, Gandalf, gid siya. Gandalf sa tanan nga mga habits sa Bacolod.
Dirk Pex for me is a father and a mentor.
Si Direk Peke, tatay mo siya, at the same time, amigo mo siya, at the same time, he's also your mentor.
I think that's the most challenge that I felt or I had doing this. It's doing something for him without him.
As a mentor, he has been there a lot of times for me as moderator of the Mascara Theater Ensemble, which I kind of inherited from him. And as a teacher, well, I was part of the first Negro Summer Workshop, so he has always been there to teach me what to do in terms of acting and directing and giving workshops.
When I was being an actor in Manila, I was working in TV kag sa film eh. Hambal ni Direk Peke sa akon, I think, Charles, you should go back to finish your studies. And I told him, Direk, okay naman kuya, okay naman ko mag-act scene mo, okay naman ko mag-act sa film. Okay na kuya. And then he said, no, you should finish your studies.
You have a knack for learning. I don't know if you know that already, but if you want to be better, you'll need to finish your studies first. If you want to continue working in films and the theater, you have to finish your studies.
I said nga, he was like my Dan Cody to The Great Gatsby. He taught me about history, politics, religion, table manners. Grabe siya ka gentleman.
The best compliment that I ever got with regards to Galiaga was from my wife. My wife said, there are no more gentlemen left but Peke Galiaga. When we were in his house, Peke would always make it a point to offer her a chair. Gentleman.
Birds of the same feather flock together, pero kung ay magnet na gabutong sa mga birds of the same feather, si Direk Peke na siya. As a person, he's very generous, very kind. He's very nurturing.
So when I attended the tribute, Kurt was there. And then after the tribute, Kurt approached me and told me that he's sorry, that he has a project that somehow about Peke, and he wants me to be part of it.
What I really like about in making this film is that I get the opportunity to work with people that I grew up with in film and theater, from my teachers to my former classmates and just recently my students. And in the end, we don't just become the typical teacher-student thing, just as Peke Galiaga would say it. In the end, we become fellow artists.